Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the dating apps and 3 things that you must know about them in order to be successful. Now, just recently, loads and loads of guys are shooting me questions about dating apps. They want to learn more, they want to find out all about them, etc., etc. And in many ways, that's not surprising because, of course, what with the current pandemic situation, dating apps have understandably risen to the fore in terms of avenues for people meeting one another. And this was prevalent anyway, even before COVID, right? Because obviously more and more people are moving online generally in their lives. And whereas online dating was once viewed as being very uncool and only for losers, today apps like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Happen, and even Seeking, that is Seeking Arrangements as it was, have become cool. They've become the new way for people to get together. And so if you're promoting something like, say, Daytime Approach, or you're talking about how to meet people out and about socially, then the obvious question is, okay, but given that everybody's using these apps, what do I do with them? How do I fit them in? Okay, so I wanted to just talk about that today, and I've got 3, I can't even do this, we'll get this right, I've got 3 points that I want to discuss with you during this video. So the first one is, look, the dating apps are not going anywhere, okay? Let's not be under any illusions that this is some kind of a passing trend. We've already seen a massive uptick in their use over the pandemic period this year. But even before that, a huge proportion of people are now meeting using these apps and some online websites as well. In fact, it's probably now overshadowing people meeting in real life for the first time. That's just the way it is. That's just how things are, okay? And by the way, I can also count Instagram in this as well, because people are also using the Instagram platform to meet in addition to the dating apps. And some people are saying that actually Instagram is the elite dating app. That is to say, the dating app that, you know, the real top guys and girls are using in order to connect. So we can almost lump Instagram in as well. But all of these different platforms, whichever one you're talking about, they are predominant in the dating scene in terms of people getting together. And, you know, we just have to accept that. Now, you might be somebody who's watching this and like, oh, I preferred the old days when you just go down the pub and, you know, you'd have a drink and you'd meet her over a drink and then, you know, you get married and that were it. You know, you might feel like that, and that's fine. That's a valid point of view. But the truth of the matter is that the dating apps are here to stay. And indeed, they're only going to become bigger, more comprehensive in terms of their ability to search, their sort of ability to target different people, the ability to find people across different nations or continents or whatever. This phenomenon is not going away. It's only going to get bigger. So you need to accept that, you need to understand it, and you need to work out how it fits in with your strategy. Okay, point number 2 is that dating apps are very, very useful. And do I recommend them? Yes, absolutely, I recommend them. However, you should be using them in conjunction with face-to-face socializing. That is to say, yes, be on the apps. If you don't have a girlfriend or a partner or whoever, you know, you're with, and you're looking to meet somebody new, or you're looking for a prolific dating life, then be on all the apps. I mean, why not, right? This is a no-brainer. You need to go where the market is, okay? And the market is on these apps for sure. There's no doubt about that. There can be no argument about that. So yes, be on the apps. However, what you don't want to do is neglect your face-to-face socializing skills. And you should also be out and about meeting people in real life as well as being on the apps. You know, it's not a winner-takes-all situation here. It's not like you have to choose one and then never do the other again. Just do everything, right? You want to be doing, ideally, the dating apps. You want to be meeting people in real life during the daytime. That is to say, in coffee shops, in bookshops, in stores, you know, wherever it is, just out and about during your normal business. You know, in the bank, in the laundromat, or the dry cleaners, or wherever you go during the day. You want to be meeting people in the evening. So this is bars, nightclubs, restaurants, theatres, things like this. Parties, of course, as well. And you also want to be meeting people through general social activities as well. So that might be the gym. Well, that opens a whole can of worms because people talk about the gym game all the time and it's problematic. But general social events, you know, maybe part of a group that maybe you're part of a rock climbing group, you're part of, you play music, whatever it is that you do, use those social activities in order to meet people. So you want to be bringing new girls into your funnel or into your pipeline through all of these different means. And dating apps are an incredibly useful element of this, but they're not the only element. And here's the thing, socializing in real life and actually having the chutzpah to walk up to somebody in real life and say hello and state your interest and begin a conversation and see that conversation through to maybe getting contact details or even a date, that is going to put you so far forward in terms of your social ability, because even if those approaches don't work out, even if those conversations don't come to anything, and many times they don't because that's just the nature of how the game works, the social skills that you will learn just in doing the approaching and in doing the socializing will just put you so far ahead of the pack that when you go on a Tinder date or a Hinge date or a Bumble date or whatever it is, your ability to socialize, your charisma, your ability to think of things to say, your conversational skills, all of this stuff will just be massively, massively increased. And that's not even to mention the fact that the likelihood is, when you keep at it, you will meet potential girls through those face-to-face interactions as well. So you want to be definitely doing the dating apps, but you also mustn't neglect your face-to-face interactions. Don't use this as an excuse to let yourself off the hook and just think, okay, so all I need to do is sit on the couch and it'll be fine. It's not like that, okay? You need to be out and about meeting people in real life too. And then the third point really is just a technical point about the app. So look, the most important thing on the majority of these apps, and really all of the dating apps as we now know them, is the pictures, without a doubt. So you need to spend time and sometimes money in getting a photographer to ensure that you've got really fantastic pictures, because that is the most important thing. So a professional photographer to get some of your shots is not a bad thing. You also obviously want to look at things like clothes, your fitness, your grooming, how in shape you are. All of this stuff comes into it, but then there are various apps that you can use in order to improve the quality of your pictures and also to get feedback on your pictures as well. So you really want to be investing that time, care and attention into your photographs, because they really are your calling card in this space. As much as we might think that's shallow, as much as we might think, well, yeah, but what about my amazing personality? Yep, fine, but the photos are going to get you through the door, okay? So invest time in that, invest money in that, get a professional photographer, use the apps to improve how your pictures look and get feedback on it as well. Really, really important. Once all of that is done, then the time that you spend on the app itself should be minimized, okay? You're meeting people on there, you're matching with people, you're having a conversation, a little bit of banter to and fro, and then you should be pitching a date quite quickly. Well, the first thing you should be doing is saying, I tell you what, let's continue this conversation on WhatsApp or whatever your preferred network is that is not that dating app. You want to get her actual number and move her onto a platform like WhatsApp or Line or whatever it is that you normally use to message people. And then you want to be pitching the date as quickly as possible. Like a few messages back and forth, and then listen, I know this fantastic place for cocktails. How about we go Wednesday night? I'll meet you at 8 o'clock on XYZ Street, okay? Keep it simple, keep it quick, because the whole name of the game here is to meet up in real life ASAP. Now, when you do meet up in real life, as I alluded to before, you're going to need those social skills in order to carry the thing off. So this is why doing some approaching in real life is going to give you that extra momentum, that extra social cachet and skill that you can bring to the table when you go on the dates. Anyway, that's a little bit of a whistle-stop tour through some thoughts on the dating apps. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want more content from me on this, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll certainly get into it. But my friend and colleague John, Modern Life Dating, has a course out this week. It's called Salt. It's only open until the end of this week, until Sunday at midnight. It's a deep dive into all of this stuff. It's a deep dive into all of the dating apps, from things like Instagram, but Bumble, Tinder, Happen, and also Seeking as well, Seeking Arrangements, which he's an expert on. And next week there's going to be 10 live webinars, which John is going to be teaching to the class. So, and that's where you can get some personal attention from him, and I'll be in there as well, and Myron Gaines and some of the other guys. We can look at your profiles. We can look at how you look in your pictures, the sort of vibe that you're putting across, and give you specific tailored advice. So if you want to get this side of your life really nailed down at the end of this summer, as we go into fall, then you really need to get on Salt. Now, it's only available, as I say, until the end of the week, so you need to take action now. My link is below. Click on that link, it'll take you through to the page, and you can enroll, and you'll be safe and sound on the course, and we will sort you out within Salt. All right, guys, well, that's it for now. The only other thing to say is please do subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. The link is below. I will leave it there for now. See you later. Bye-bye.